Kirk Duckwall, the House Geek here with Mastermind the Market, your real estate stats update for the Twin Cities area. All right, are we in a seller's market like we were last year at this time? Well, we'll get into that in just one second, but I wanted to announce a new class that we have coming up. We're shooting for the end of February or beginning of March, and likely location at the Eagan Community Center. This is going to be inspections and disclosures, navigation, and negotiation for home buyers and sellers. We're going to cover a ton of stuff, whether that's city inspections, home buyer inspections, pre-sell inspections, as well as the different types of disclosures and things to know when filling those out or choosing the forms that you should keep an eye out for as a buyer, as well as things to consider as a seller and the impacts you may have depending on what you choose. So hopefully you can make it out to that class. If this interests you, keep an ear to the ground. I'll have more information coming out about that shortly. All right, let's dive in to what's happening here in our market. Okay, looking at the showings per week per listing, median sale price range 250 to 500K. Yeah, we're seeing that on the rise, 4.05 up to 4.4. Yeah, this is when things are really starting to move. When you cross that 4 mark, which we did a few weeks back, this is when you see multiple showings overlapping, the likelihood for multiple offers. That said, we are down over last year by 14% on that showings per listing average. Also, total showings down just a little bit, 1%. Still up week over week, which is good. So 2239 up to 2577. But yeah, a slight differential over last year's 2596. And days on market also made a little jump back up, 42.5 over the 40 the previous week. This is ahead though, or down, I should say, from the peak of 51.7. Some other notable points, new listings did drop off week over week, but up just a little bit over last year, 2.2%. But pending sales down significantly, 15%. I think, though, it's primarily weather related in that. Inventory, this is good news for sellers, not so great news for buyers, which is it's down over last year, 2.3%. I want to deep dive here for a second into this inventory. So we can see that the inventory is actually down even over last year's 56 is where we're at now, and we kind of bottomed out at 2942. So this spread that we're seeing is going to make for a more competitive market if this trend holds over the next few weeks. So where does that ultimately put us? Yeah, it puts us in that seller's market range, right? We have hit that seller's market territory, and this is, again, good news for sellers. Things are going to get more competitive for buyers. So where does that land on the market meter scale? All right, so we have 5, which is the balanced market, and here we're at the 6.14 range. So for sellers, this is your time to shine. We're at bottom inventory while showings are rising, supply and demand. Okay, spring market, if you wait until it's green, you're going to miss out on green as sellers out there. So if you're really looking at peaking out, you have a few months worth of really good opportunity out there to maximize that sale price. But buyers, now you got to be a little more aware of the shiny listing, I should say, because these ones that are marketed correctly and hit the market on the right days, they're going to sell fast and likely to sell in competitive situations or even multiple offers. So maybe look at tweaking your strategy to look at the houses that come out on listed on a Monday or Tuesday. They, on average, receive 40% less showings in those first couple of days. So you have an opportunity to maybe get in before a bunch of competition hits in that later part of the week. Or look at the homes that were listed on a Friday, but don't go look at them until a Monday or Tuesday if they're still around. So hopefully you found this information valuable. Peak market time really is that mid-March to mid-April, just depending on weather conditions. A lot of snow comes, well, that'll slow things up, but if it stays warmer, that tends to trend a little earlier in the season. All right, take care. Have a great week, and if you ever have any questions, please feel free to reach out.